Okay. All right, here we go. So a couple of quick reminders. First, we will be sending some absent healing along with allowing for ourselves for healing tonight. So if you have any intentions for that, for right now, I'm just using the chat function of this program. You can just add in your intentions. You can see some of what's already there. And this is a spiritual healing evening. And I just want to do a couple definitions first, so we're all on the same page, at least from the way I speak. And then you can translate that into the way that it works for you. But spiritual healing is a way for you to connect, for you to understand and feel and be in alignment with spirit for whatever you need, for your spiritual well-being, your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, whatever is most needed at the time. And healers train themselves and work for offering that energetic space so that you as the recipient can feel that alignment with spirit for that time, for your good. So the healers aren't really healing, but they are allowing for that space. They've allowed themselves to learn how to connect. They've allowed themselves a development in a way that intends for healing for another or for a group or anything like that to take place. And you don't need to be in vicinity for that. You could have you could be all over the planet for that matter, because time and space really don't mean anything where spirit is concerned and where energy is concerned. It's all available to everybody. So to remember that you are spirit as much as spirit is spirit, and it flows to and from each other all the time, I think is an important realization. And even if it's just a new idea, to hold on to that idea and to allow it to grow and to flourish, and to know that the intention to align and the working for opening yourself to spirit is what's needed for spiritual healing, and really nothing else. So I don't know how many of you have read any of the works of Harry Edwards, but I find he's a spiritualist healer that worked, he had like a 40 or 50 year history of working, and you can find his books, they're still available. And he would fill up auditoriums of people, he and the healers that he worked with, much like if you were to go to, I don't know, if you were go to a demonstration of mediumship where there's lots and lots of people, like a James Van Prague, or John Holland or Gordon Smith, where you just fill the place. So Harry Edwards would do that for healing, and people would line up to be literally seconds with his healers, and they would offer that spiritual healing place, and people would write to him, much like they would write to Edgar Cayce, for requests for healing and intentions. And when they get to the thousands, the man and his healers are not sitting down in half-hour sessions with each one of them. It's just not just physically possible anymore when you have that many requests. And yet they would, and this is my vision because I'm not quite sure since I wasn't there, but you put them all in a book, or you take all those letters and those intentions and you put them in the middle and you sit with that as intention, and you spread that healing, and you connect in those intentions all at the same time. And he would receive letters back and letters back. In fact, I have a book that they recorded people that sent in, and then the record of them sending in after on how they were affected from that healing. So to know that pure intention and the willingness to connect and to expand yourselves to that, especially when you're working with a group and in a group, means so much. means so much. And so I'm going to ask you to allow for that tonight, to allow that everybody in this group, and I know some of the devices are different, so you might not be able to see all the little blocks, but there are about 12 people in this group right now, and the 12 that are together, plus there's other ones that know about it that have set intention even though they couldn't be here on the computer at this time. And to know that all that intention can be pulled, much like when you're sitting, if you go to a sacred space at all, or even if you're sitting in meditation with just one other person, that how much you can feel that difference with each other. So I'm going to ask you to really allow that tonight, and allow the realization that you're not alone. You're with everybody else that's in these little box, asking and receiving and sending healing to each other. And to also know that I always sit and ask what kind of energy I need to work with, or maybe one extra word I need to say. And tonight I came up with prayer. I used angel card deck tonight to help me. And it was the prayer angel. And to know that healing and prayer can be synonymous, that alignment that we feel during prayer is that same alignment that we feel for healing, that it's that connection of your heart and your mind with all the spirit. And truly spiritual healing is coming into alignment with who we already are and allowing that full expression. So if you wouldn't mind, we're going to do a group version first. And I'm going to ask that even though we're working through it with ourselves, that we understand that with that, we're helping each other feel that individual healing. Okay? So if you would settle any way that's best for you to settle, for that receiving. And know that through our words, through our feeling, we are healed, that we are a powerful spirit connecting with powerful spirit. That our thoughts, our feelings help us connect to all that is. At this moment, we allow compassion for ourselves in this moment, for whatever situation and intention we bring this evening. We ask ourselves, are we truly ready to release control of any charge we have over our intention? Are we ready to release judgment surrounding our intention? Are we ready to fill it with compassion and peace? And know that when we are truly ready, those are answered. So please feel the peace right now. Feel judgment leaving. Feel compassion moving in and around whatever you personally need for healing and alignment this evening. As we bring that into focus, allow yourself to fully be aware and acknowledge that there is a single source in the universe that loves you, that cares for you, and understands what you need, understands the intention you hold in your heart. Be aware and understand that all our life events, even this particular intention, is part of the one universe and is worthy to receive compassion and peace. We trust in that process. We trust in the process that life is what's shown to us through every obstacle, every instance, and even through our own intention, even through what we need most this evening. we start to understand and be aware that all our experience and everyone around this experience and what we understand as wanting and needing healed in our lives is an opportunity for us, those around us, and the universe to demonstrate love in some form. We understand that it is all eternal and worthy. And I bless with compassion my intention. I bless the circumstances around it. I bless my experience with it. I bless people involved. I bless the choices. We are grateful that we are extensions of spirit, manifesting love, allowing for alignment, allowing for the healing and the experience and the awareness. Through us, through alignment and through healing, Spirit's actions are realized. The love of the universe is realized, and we are grateful. Please spend just a moment really feeling that for yourself, feeling love of the universe enter you, feeling compassion and peace, knowing that what you are feeling is spreading around you, through you, and to each and every person in the chat room this evening. And just allow that silence for about a minute. While you're still in that space, if you would allow yourself a memory, a thought, a feeling of just pure joy, pure love, pure peace, compassion. It could be something from your own life, something you read in a book or saw in a movie. It could be a poster of kitties' fluffiness. Whatever that is for you that brings forth that emotion, go ahead and see it, feel it, taste it, and place it right in your heart. Allow it to grow. Allow it to grow beyond you, mixing with everybody else here this evening. We're going to ask Spirit to take all this beautifulness that we are conjuring up and spreading and remembering to the other intentions that we received this evening. For Michael, Emily, Ethan, Amanda, Elias, Abraham, John, Alex, Barb, Connie, Laz, Allie, David, Chris, Katie, Barbara, Lori, neighbors, world leaders, family members, and all other intentions we're holding in our heart that did not get written down this evening. And we spend some time now sitting in the power of healing and the power of love and peace, not only for our own intentions now, but for all those intentions and sending of absent healing. And just feel that and allow that to spread for the next minute or two. And we are grateful. How we doing? Comments, suggestions, feedback, questions? Okay. Know that when I do things like this in person, I do have healers with me that offer a touch of the shoulders. There's some of you in this room tonight, so thanks for being here. I knew there were enough trained healers showing up that it's not necessary. I mean, God's not going to leave you out because you didn't get your shoulders touched. So, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Well, thank you all so much for allowing this time and the space and for the healing and for sharing that with the people. Just so you know, the group, Bolts of Love, we keep any names that we receive for an entire month. Healers work with those and send healing, and then we flip the page. So if you sent in anything this evening, know that it'll stay on the list for the rest of the month. Okay? Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Night.
Good night. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night.